Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Rimworld. So, when we last left our colony, we were basically just getting our initial bare necessities. That's why this bare necessities essentials set up. We are just gonna get our power system set up next, so that we can start, cooking food and having light in the whole 9 yards. Right now, it's all dark in here, and people aren't really gonna like that too much. So on that note, I actually do want to do some flooring in here. Just so that I can have that on the go. Do we have any more trees scheduled to be chopped down? A few. We're going to want to do some more, though. That'll be a few more trees for us. Let's go ahead and keep the ball rolling. So I want to get the energy here set up fairly quickly so that I can get my defenses set up. Because we are going to be attacked soon, and it's probably not going to be by a rabbit squirrel this time. Also, apologies for the last episode. I'm not sure why, but the audio of the game did not get captured, as I'm sure most of you who watched the first episode will know. So, yeah, unfortunately, that one is a little bit quiet because it's just basically me talking. But, so hopefully that didn't ruin the experience for you guys too much. I think I've got it fixed. I just did a quick test, and that all seems to be working. So, fingers crossed, you guys can actually hear what I'm hearing right now. If not, well, I'll have some more work to do. So, yeah, I want to get these trees chopped down next, actually. Actually, you know what? If I build the batteries over top of these. So, just like so, and then we want the power conduits to go in through the batteries. Oh, what was that? I heard something. Detected a cluster of cargo pods crashing nearby. Perhaps you'll find something useful in the wreckage. What do we got here? We have a bunch of granite blocks. That's actually fairly decent. Everyone knows that you don't want to stay on this rock for long, but Addie is suggesting that you give the colony a name anyway. What should it be called? What should it be called? Salvation? Yeah, that's a pretty good name, actually. I like that name. I like that name a lot. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to get a kind of a power line running over to there. And then another one running up through the wall to there. That should hopefully provide power to our common area there. So hopefully, what are we doing now? Okay, yeah. Let's, okay, they're going to run the wires first. That's not actually what I want you to do, I'm afraid. Oh, well. Not a massive deal. Not a massive deal. I'm just worried that we're going to get attacked before I have a chance to really get too much more set up as far as defenses and whatnot goes. Alright, well, we got our first battery set up at least. Nothing in the way of actually, charging it yet, just because we don't have the full circuit done yet. I think we're actually going to be out of steel, so let's actually grab some more steel before, where is some more steel? There should be some up around here somewhere, I'm thinking. Steel. Here we go. There's a bunch over here. We're going to unforbid that, and they can go and grab that. It's a bit of a walk, but rather do it now rather than later. It looks like we're getting our first harvest off of our plants, so that's good to see. Which reminds me, actually, I want to get the stockpile set up now for the food. So this is going to be a stockpile and storage in here. What's going on here? Alright, looks like we have an event. Before I carry on with that, I want basically everything, or nothing in here except for food. And then over on this stockpile, we can actually get rid of food. Food. There we go. Alright, so what is this now? Every colonist of the female gender winces in pain. Some distant engine of hatred is stirring. It is projecting a powerful psychic drone over this entire region on a frequency that only seems to affect the female gender. For a few days, some of the people's moods will be a bit worse. I think we only have the one female, which is Addie. And what she's got? Psychic drone medium. So it's a minus 15 hit to her mood, which is less than ideal. Okay, guys, we have a table over here. Whatever. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to be getting this done soon now that we have some potatoes. We can do a little bit of hunting probably tomorrow. I want to make sure that we have our power done first, so I don't want to distract anybody from that. Speaking of, though, what are we going to go hunt? We got a bunch of deer up there. We could get us some venison. Anything a little closer? Not unless we want to hunt squirrels, which seems a little bit not worth the effort. Okay, so after we get the power set up, we will get her hunting deer. But there's no point in her hunting the deer until we actually have the power to, cook it, essentially. All right, why are we not... What are we doing? All right, put the potatoes in there. Can we please take care of this last one? Or are we waiting on resources? Nope. Okay, here he comes. Here he comes. All right, so actually with that, let's slow down to regular time, and let's get her hunting some deer. So orders, we're going to hunt. First couple of deer there. All right, go to it, Addy. Or not. What are you doing? Oh, you're going to go grab some steel. All right, well, you go ahead and hunt when you feel like it. Got some batteries charging, which is great. And I think we are ready to start getting some cooking done. As soon as we do some hunting, of course. Can't really do much hunting without meat. Which is what Addie is supposed to be providing, but that's okay. Where's she gone anyway? Addie, where'd you go? There she is. What are you doing? Oh, you're grabbing steel. All right. That's allowed, I guess. So I think our next step is that we want to do some resource gathering and get these people their own rooms. This room will probably have to be repurposed. That's a little bit too large for a colonist room. Do we have... I thought this was somewhere else. This crash down here. Guess not. I'm going to go ahead and unforbid those. So they gather them up. All right, Addie, go do some hunting. There you go. And snipe the deer. Oh, almost. Come on. You're the best shot we got, and that's not... There we go. That's actually not the one we wanted to kill. There we go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and unforbid him, too. Might as well chop up both. Not the one we meant to kill, but that should be fine. Alright, so we need to set up a bill on the butcher table. To butcher creature. Forever. So basically, if you have a creature to butcher, go ahead and kill it. And then we have a tortoise. What's a good name for a tortoise? Franklin. Franklin the tortoise. I realize he was a turtle in the books. I don't care. We have Franklin the tortoise in our as a pet. We're not going to eat Franklin, okay, guys? Franklin's a good tortoise. He's not food. Let's get some lighting set up in this room here so they won't complain that they're eating in the dark. We can just go there. Oh, doing some more hunting, are we? Please be careful while you're shooting. Thunder is rather close to your line of fire. Alright, who's our best cook anyway? That should be my next thing. Let me see, we have a 4 and a 4. Well, since Addie is already hunting, we'll leave the cooking up to Tej. Unfortunately, since he's only at a 4, I think we can only do the simple meal. A fine meal. The recipe cook fine meal requires the skills below. None of your colonists have these skills, so nobody will do this bill. That's what I thought. Alright. We'll have to do simple meals for the time being. Figure okay, this is only going to use one ingredient too, so that's slightly less good. But, oh well. We want to do until I have, and we're going to say 210. So cook 10 meals, and that'll be good. I'd actually kind of prefer if you don't eat up all of our emergency rations. Those might be good to have around. And wow, you are a horrible shot. Hey, look, you finally hit it. Jeez. All right. Actually, I think the next thing is going to be setting up some defenses. What is going to be the best way to defend this area? Maybe just wall this off completely. So do something like this. Structures, just do a wooden wall for now. Like that. And then we'll have an entrance down here. Because this area is pretty... I mean, if we remove this wall, actually. Let's go ahead and claim that and then remove it. Claim and then deconstruct. That way they don't have anything to hide it behind out there. And we... Structures, wooden wall. I want to do something like this. Oops. That's not quite what I wanted to do. Actually, that should be okay. We have a gun there. We don't want them too close together, so we'll have a gun here. We'll have the entrance here. And a gun right next to it. And then a gun there as well. So 4 guns kind of facing out this way. And then we can maybe build some areas in here. Actually, you know what? I should probably do this. Let's go cancel that one. And that'll be our entrance. And I can build like some sandbags in here. And we can put some people kind of in this area where they'll be fairly well protected, I hope. And, yeah, able to defend themselves fairly well. Now, over here, unfortunately, we're going to have the problem with the mud preventing us from building too much. Almost makes me wonder if I just want to try to, like, enclose the entire lake. Just kind of claim that as mine. Well, either way, let's focus on this side first. And then we can, we'll worry about the top after we get the defenses set up over here. All right, so we're getting some meals cooked. That's great. And since we can basically cook everything that we... actually, you know what? No, because those meals don't last forever, do they? What do we got now here? Buffalo Shaman of the Bonzo of the Mountain is visiting. Name is Blue Aardvark. Hello, Blue Aardvark. Okay. I'm thinking we're going to want to get our cooling up and running so that we can make sure that these meals don't spoil on us too quick. So let's go ahead and do that. We want to do heating. Temperature, that's the one I want. We want a cooler. And we can just build it right there. And hopefully, we'll have enough power to run this thing, but I'm thinking we might need another solar panel. We'll see how we do in the middle of the night, but I think we might need one. We also have to worry about, you know, powering the guns and making sure that we can turn those on if we get attacked in the middle of the night. We shall see. We shall see. I think we might actually have to do some mining for our steel here shortly. I think we've pretty much grabbed everything off the surface as far as steel is concerned. Not seeing any more. I'm seeing some coins. Oh, no, there's a tiny bit of steel down here. 45 pieces. It's not horrible, but I'm not sending them all yeah. Let me try that one again. I'm not sending them all that way just for, you know, 1 stack of steel. That just doesn't seem worth my time. Just taking a look around the map. And we have some more emergency rations up there, should we need them. A couple more pieces of steel. How much up here in total? A little over 100, I think. Or just a little under 100, I guess it would be, actually. Some gold there. Some steel there. But what's this? Unusual heat wave has begun. Wonderful. That's amazing. Alright. Yeah, we'll have to do some mining. There's nothing too close in large quantities for us to take advantage of, I'm afraid. So it looks like we'll have that heater done soon, and the walls are getting built. That makes me happy to see. And what I'm going to do is after the walls are built, in front, or after the guns are built, in front of each one, I'll put a series of sandbags to protect the guns from being shot back. And hopefully that will provide... Because there's not really a lot of places for them to take cover out here. It's not very good ones. And there's a few... And the few places they have, I can do something about in time. Okay, so the cooler's up and running. Let's... what's its current target temperature? 21 degrees. We want to bring that down to... Let me see. 11 degrees would put it where? This has not yet reached 11 degrees yet, has it? 16, 13... 11. That's only got it up to 3 days. Let's bring that down to 3. It's up to 4 days. I want to have those lasting as long as I can, but I also have to be conscious of my power draw. That's the unusual heat wave. That's fine. 7 days. A week of storage for a meal is pretty good, I think. Oh, 11 days. That's perfect. Okay. That might actually be drawing too much power. We'll adjust it. If we run out of power tonight, we can always adjust it up. That's fine. Franklin, get off the table. You know you're not supposed to be up on the table. Bad turtle. Alright, let's bump up the speed here. I think we are in a position where we can let them kind of take care of things on their own for a little while. Thunder, you were up late. Alright, and that is our initial wall done. He's going to go take care of that one. That's fine. Or not. Whatevers. Alright, I think the next step then is to... Let me see. Our powers seem to be pretty okay over the evening, so I think we're going to be okay on that one. The next thing we want to do is start getting some steel for building defenses, and that means we need somebody to mine. So who's going to be our miner? Teach has a skill of 3, and Addie has a skill of 3. Well, they can both help mine then, I guess, when they have some free time. And we're just going to start with this here. That will take a fair amount of time, but gotta deal with it as it comes. Now, hopefully we don't get attacked from up north, but if we do, I think we have enough positions around here that we could take cover from that it wouldn't be too bad to defend, at least not on the first go. Pardon me. Later on, we might have some trouble, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. Let's go ahead and start building the security, the improvised turrets. Go 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And basically just mine steel until we have enough to make them all. Where's Addie going? Oh, there's some steel up here that they hadn't gathered yet. That's fine. Okay, we have the meat in there. That'll spoil in about 10 days or so. So that's plenty of time. And hopefully, how's your cooking skill doing there, buddy? Character, cooking. He's still at 4. I'd like to get up to 6 because I'd like to be able to start combining food. Just to make some more meals all in one go type deal. Still trying to think of how I want to handle my defense over here. Might even be better just to basically plan for them to fight the turrets first, and then not even have my guys fight until they breach this first line of defense. So keep my first line of defense purely automated. Because, I mean, we can get more metal for turrets fairly easy. It's a little harder to get new colonists. That's my thinking on it anyway. Also, wants to buy the digv command from Dwarf Fortress, or at least from DF Hack of Dwarf Fortress. That's not the command I wanted. Just to make this a little easier. How are we doing on resources here? Getting there. We've almost got enough to build 1 turret. Set up, and then we'll have to run some power over there too. That shouldn't be too bad. Too bad Thunder can't really do too much to help right now. Alright, Thunder. Well, since you can't really do too much to help, I want you to come over here and get these stones out of the way. Because I don't want them to be able to use those as cover. And, okay, and then after that, he can start building our first turret. And then we can start running the power lines out to them. What are we missing? We need more steel. Okay, that's fine. We're working on that. Alright, how's everybody doing mentally? New colony hope, social chat, sharing a bedroom they're not too fond of, but life can be hard sometimes. You'll have to deal with it. Alright, overall, people seem to be doing pretty okay. We're going to want them to get them into their own bedrooms here fairly quickly, but defense comes first. Okay, so we have that. We're going to turn the power off just to make sure that that's good to go. Surprised we haven't actually gotten attacked yet. I was kind of expecting to have to deal with an attack before I really got too far into building my defenses. Truth be told. Pardon me. Our power situation is doing absolutely fine. No worries there. Now, I think what I will do, as far as our power over here is concerned, because we don't want one explosion to take everything out, right? So what we're going to want to do is maybe run a line like this to about here. And run a line, I don't know how far out they'll connect. So maybe run a line like here. A line like here. Here. Just keep them nice and far back from each other, and that way, hopefully, we can prevent a catastrophic explosion from taking it all out. Though down here, I don't think I'm going to have much of a choice, truth be told. Actually, will this one... I want to see. Will this connect... No. Okay, it's gotta connect over here, I guess. Right? How do I see... Oh yeah, no, it's connecting over there. That's fine. That's fine. That should hopefully... That might actually be a little bit of an unwise use of resources. On that one, I'm not 100% sure at the moment. But we are going to want to have to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait on this one and see if maybe this one will connect up here just on its own. Pardon me again. Man, that cough is getting on my nerves. I'm sure it's getting on yours. But yeah, so we'll have to see if this one can kind of connect on its own without having to necessarily run out its own line. I'm not 100% on that, but we'll find out. I'm still kind of struggling with how we're going to do the defense on this side here. It might end up just being a super big wall. And either we wall over, like wall around the mud, or we wall in the mud. And I'm not sure which one would be a better option. Probably wall around the mud, at least until we need the space. We have all this space that we can expand into. That'll be plenty to start off with. So yeah, probably wall around the mud. It's a shame that we have so much right over here. That's a bit of a pain, but we can kind of like cut the wall in here. So it'll kind of, our base will kind of be like a crescent moon shaped. It'll come out here to grab the steam geyser, then back in. Actually, we'll probably hold off on grabbing the steam geyser until one, because we have to do some research before we can even tap that. So, and two, around that time, we can probably get a fertilizer pump, which we can use to get rid of this mud. So I'm thinking that'll be the route to go. Why were we not picking you up if you're dead? Oh, here comes an attack. Where are they? That would be to the north. Of course it's to the north. How many do we have to deal with? Oh, it's just one dude. Alright, I'm not too worried about that then. Carry on business as usual until he actually decides to attack. And then we can take cover and murderlate him. Alright, let's get some more mining designated over here. Just to make sure that that can keep going uninterrupted. I think we almost have our first defensive position taken care of. That's really good to see. Look, even Franklin's happy. You can see the little smiley face on him. Oh, no, he's turned. Franklin's camera shy. Poor Franklin. Okay, where's that guy going? Is he attacking me yet? Oh, okay, now he's attacking. Where is he? I don't even see him. Oh, there he is. So he's got a little ways to travel. And with any kind of luck, he'll actually travel around this way. I doubt it, but... Which way are you going, buddy? Which way are you going? Left or right, left or right, left or right. He's going right. Okay. So let's get people in position to fight him. So we're going to draft everybody. Addy, you're going to come over here. Tej, you're going to go here. And Thunder, you're going to go on this corner. No, you're not. All right, you'll go there. All right, let's slow this down so that we can actually enjoy the combat. And we might have to build up a quick prisoner area. Oh, wait, no, he's coming around that way. We should be okay still. Nope, he's taking that as cover. It's probably not great then. You are going to run into here. You're going to pull back to here. No, don't run that way. Oh, run, dude, run. Oh, he got lucky. He got lucky. Alright, let's get Addy up onto this corner, and we can see if we can snipe him out. Oh, no, here he comes. Pull back. Pull back. Oh, wait, nope, never mind. Go to that corner. Oh, no, a shot to Addy. You jerk face. How bad of a hit was that? Torso. Pistol shot to the stomach. Oh, come on. Can somebody please hit this guy? Apparently not. Come on. Oh, this is pathetic. There we go. Okay. So he outright died. Which one's Addy's bed? We're going to turn that into a medical bed. We need to undraft these guys, of course. And who can play doctor? Oh, we don't want to do research. Who can play doctor? Thunder can, and Tej can. In fact, Tej can do it better. So Thunder, you're off on that until... No, Tej, you kind of need to heal Addy first, please. I'd rather her not bleed out if that's, all the same to you. Use up a little bit of our medicine, which kind of bites, but you know what? It's fine. Alright, let's turn that off, and even though it's not hooked up to the power yet, I still don't want it draining power once it actually is. Pardon me. Oh, wow. Oh, poor quality with a 71% chance of good quality. You suck. Oh, well. At least she's bandaged up, and she'll be fine. Just takes a few days to recover. Speaking of, how's your character? That's what I want. How's your cooking skill coming along? Still at 4. Not great. Oh, well. What can you do? Still, as I said, our first defensive structure is coming along nicely. That's power conduits. Okay. We survived our first human raid, which is good. Small shot to Addy there, which is unfortunate, but she survived it and will be stronger for it, or at the very least it won't kill her, I don't think. So, yeah, overall, things are going pretty good. So, I think that's where we are going to leave our colonists for today, guys. So, thank you very much for watching. And if you, have any comments, leave them below. I always appreciate reading them. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like. Thank you guys very much for watching, and so long.